The quest for wonder weapons, Hitler's obsession with technological supremacy. The Nazi regime, under Adolf Hitler's leadership, was obsessed with demonstrating German technological and military superiority. The term Wunderwaffe, wonder weapon, became a propaganda tool to inspire hope among Germans as the war turned against them. Hitler envisioned that these advanced weapons could reverse Germany's fortunes by overcoming the Allies' numerical and material superiority. From ballistic missiles to gigantic tanks, these projects embodied both the brilliance of German engineering and the impracticality of overambition. Here is a comprehensive exploration of 10 of the most ambitious mega-weapons designed during World War II. 1. V-2 rocket, Vergeltungswaffe 2. Overview. The V-2 rocket was the world's first long-range ballistic missile and a pivotal advancement in rocket technology. It epitomized the Nazi regime's focus on high-tech solutions to military challenges. Design and development lead engineer, Wernher von Braun, who later played a critical role in the U.S. space program. Key features: liquid-fueled propulsion system capable of reaching supersonic speeds up to 3,580 miles per hour. Payload: a 1-ton warhead. Maximum range: approximately 320 kilometers, 200 miles. Production: built under inhumane conditions at the Mittelwerk factory using forced labor from concentration camps. Operational use: first launched in 1944, the V-2 targeted cities like London and Antwerp, causing significant destruction and civilian casualties. Unlike the slower V-1 flying bomb, the V-2 was supersonic, making it impossible to intercept. Impact and limitations. Psychological impact. The sudden, untraceable explosions instilled fear among Allied populations. Strategic effectiveness. Despite its terror, the V-2 was expensive to produce and had limited accuracy. Post-war legacy. The technology directly influenced Cold War missile systems and space exploration, with von Braun leading NASA's Apollo program. 2. The Maus tank, Panzer VIII Maus. Overview. The Maus, designed by Ferdinand Porsche, was the heaviest tank ever constructed, embodying Hitler's obsession with invulnerable superweapons. Specifications: weight, 188 tons. Armor, up to 240 millimeters thick, making it impervious to most Allied anti-tank weapons. Armament: a massive 128 millimeter main gun and a secondary 75 millimeter gun. Engine: a 1,200 horsepower engine, which was underpowered for the tank's weight. Challenges and failures. Impractical design. The Maus was too heavy for most bridges and could barely maneuver in combat conditions. Fuel consumption. It required enormous amounts of fuel, which Germany lacked by 1944. Limited production. Only 2 prototypes were completed, neither of which saw combat. Symbolism. The Maus represented the Nazi regime's preference for grandiosity over practicality, diverting critical resources from more effective military projects. 3. Schwerer Gustav and Dora railway guns. Overview. The Schwerer Gustav and Dora were massive artillery pieces designed to destroy heavily fortified targets. They were among the largest guns ever built. Specifications: weight, over 1,350 tons. Barrel length, 32.5 meters, 106 feet. Shell weight, up to 7 tons. Range, approximately 47 kilometers, 29 miles. Operational deployment used during the Siege of Sevastopol, 1942, firing hundreds of shells to breach Soviet fortifications. Required extensive logistical support, including over 1,000 men to transport and assemble. Limitations. Vulnerability. The guns were slow to position and highly susceptible to air attacks. Inefficiency. Their enormous size and logistical demands outweighed their tactical utility. 4th Messerschmitt, Me-262, jet fighter. Overview. The Me-262 was the world's first operational jet-powered fighter aircraft, marking a revolutionary shift in aerial combat technology. Technical features: speed, 870 kilometers per hour, 540 miles per hour, far surpassing Allied piston engine fighters. Armament, 4 30mm cannons and the option to carry air-to-air rockets. Operational challenges, delayed deployment. Hitler's insistence on converting the Me-262 into a fighter bomber delayed its introduction. Production issues. Allied bombing disrupted production facilities, limiting the number of operational units. Impact. The Me-262 could have significantly altered air warfare had it been deployed earlier and in greater numbers. Its design influenced post-war jet fighters globally. 5 V3 cannon, London gun, concept. The V3 was a massive supergun intended to bombard London from concealed positions in France. Technical features. Design, a multi-chambered barrel with secondary charges to accelerate the projectile mid-flight. Range, over 160 kilometers, 100 miles. Operational failure. The primary V3 site at Mimoyeques was heavily bombed by the Allies, preventing its deployment. 6. Horton Ho 229 Flying Wing Overview. The Horton Ho 229 was a pioneering stealth aircraft featuring a flying wing design, reducing drag and radar signature. Specifications: engines, powered by 2 turbojet engines. Construction: mixed materials, including wood and advanced composites. Legacy. While it never became operational, the Ho 229's design inspired modern stealth aircraft like the US B-2 Spirit bomber. 7. Type 21 Submarine Electroboot. Overview. The Type 21 was the first submarine designed to operate primarily underwater, incorporating advanced technologies that made it far superior to earlier models. Features: streamlined hull, allowed for faster underwater speeds, advanced batteries, enabled prolonged submerged operation. Limitations. Few Type 21 submarines were completed before the war's end, limiting their impact on the Battle of the Atlantic. 8. V-1 Flying Bomb, Buzz Bomb. Overview. The V-1 was an early cruise missile designed to terrorize Allied cities. Operational use launched from ramps in occupied Europe, it targeted London and other cities, easily intercepted by Allied fighters and anti-aircraft defenses. Impact. While the V-1 caused significant civilian casualties, its slow speed and limited range reduced its strategic effectiveness. 9th. Nazi Nuclear Weapons Program, Uran Project. Overview. Germany's efforts to develop nuclear weapons were fragmented and plagued by mismanagement. Challenges: lack of resources, insufficient uranium and heavy water hindered progress. Theoretical missteps. Werner Heisenberg underestimated the critical mass required for a bomb. Outcome. The program never achieved a functioning nuclear device, falling far behind the Allied Manhattan Project. Zane, Die Glocke, the Bell. Mystique. Die Glocke is shrouded in conspiracy theories, with claims ranging from anti-gravity experiments to time travel. Evidence. Most information about Die Glocke comes from post-war speculation, with no concrete proof of its existence. Conclusion. The legacy of Nazi megaweapons. While many of Hitler's megaweapons were technologically groundbreaking, they often suffered from impracticality, inefficiency, and late deployment. Despite failing to alter the war's outcome, these projects left a profound legacy in modern science and engineering, influencing fields such as aerospace, rocketry, and naval design. However, they also serve as a cautionary tale of how overambition and mismanagement can undermine even the most advanced technological endeavors.